1991 Audi S2 is the two-door coupe, 2.3 litre petrol turbo engine, four-wheel drive in red with the white Team Dynamic alloys there. Bodyweight wise, we'll start off the bonnet, work our way around the car onto the interior, and then we'll go for an engine startup. We will have it charged up, but at the minute we're on a boosters pack, so worst case scenario, it might need a battery. All nice and tidy and shiny at the bonnet. It's all one colour red, which makes a change. It is the turbo engine, is four-wheel drive as well. It's the one you want. All nice and tidy across the bonnet on the paint side of things. A few little stone chips across the front edge, but nice and flat across that bonnet there. Light lenses are nice and clear on the left and the right-hand side. No cracks in those. A little bit of moisture in that one. A few stone chips across the black grille there. You can't see that there. As you come down the left-hand side bumper corner, a little bit of a mark on the corner and a little bit of a scuff there. And you can see the lower valance there has got a crack out of the lower valance on the left-hand side, and we are missing the washer jet sort of holder and cover, which I'll show you on the right-hand side in a second. Across the front edge, all okay. A few little stone chips, like I've said. Right-hand side, nice and clean and tidy on the bumper corner, no scuffs or scrapes. You'll see that's what we're missing off the left-hand side there. No cracks across the front edge either. We're going to come round onto the right-hand side front wing. Up at the wing top, nice and straight. A little bit of a car parking dent there, but apart from that, all nice and presentable down the wing. A few little marks and light scratches here and there. Bit of rust start on the right-hand side underneath the paint there on the arch. You can clearly see that there. Sort of starts at the front and it works its way back just to about there. As you come down the lower half section, a little bit more on the back there. A little bit of crispiness on the corner of the sill. Across the sill section there, you'll see it's had bits and pieces over the years. I would say it's had a few plates on there over the years. Team Dynamics all the way around on this one. A few little marks at the front edge of the driver's door in the lower section. As we come across the lower section there, I think it's missing trim off the side. There must be a trim that goes below that door there. All okay, bit of paint, faintly odd scratch here and there as you work your way up the door. No heavy scratching around the door there. Nice and straight down the whole of the driver's door on the top half there. A little bit of a car parking dent here. Wing mirror caps all nice and tidy with no cracking. We're going to quickly jump up onto the roof now and have a look around the sunroof. All nice and tidy and shiny across the roof. The odd light surface scratch here and there across the roof. No rust that I can see around the sunroof itself. A few little stone chips, but all nice and tidy. We've got a little bit of bubbling on the right-hand side there. Above the windscreen, you can see it's in the middle as well. And across to the left-hand side. Back down that lovely big rear quarter, lovely and straight down the rear quarter. Tiny bit just starting at the lower section there on the right-hand side there, and a few little scuffs on the rub strip. Around the arch there, a bit of lacquer peel and a little bit of rust just starting at the very, very back edge where the arch meets the bumper. But apart from that, lovely and straight down that right-hand side. A real good shine to it, this one as well. Like I say, you've got the white Team Dynamics all the way around on this one. No heavy scratching around the fuel filler cap. Nice and tidy on the right-hand side bumper corner. A little bit of a mark here, a very, very small mark on the right-hand side bumper corner. The lower section looks to be okay. We're going to go all the way across the lower section, up the left-hand side where you'll see we have got a bit of a scuff on the left-hand side. And we've got some bubbling in the paint on the plastic bumper there, and a few light scratches on the plastic bumper. Rear lights are lovely and clear all the way across, no problems there. Nice and tidy around the number plate recess. No lacquer peel for that lovely big spoiler. Lovely, lovely big spoiler all the way across and no lacquer peel, especially for a red car. It's fairly common to have some lacquer peel and some crazing. As we come down the left-hand side, sorry again, you can see that scuff there going on to the very edge of the bumper. A little bit of rust just starting at the back edge of the arch on the right-hand side. But apart from that, nice and fresh and tidy down the rest of that whole quarter. Lovely and straight down the quarter there. As you come onto the passenger front door, lovely and tidy. On the back edges, a few little marks on the lower half section. And again, I'm sure there should be a trim across there that's missing on both sides. Sill section again has obviously had some bits and pieces over the years. You'll see there's a hole at the front section there on the lower half. That's the left-hand side where it meets the arch. And the bottom of the wing there, you can clearly see that there. Again, there's some cracking in the paint and flaking across that lower sill section. So that will want some attention. Nice and tidy around the handle. On the left-hand side, the rest of the door lovely and straight, all nice and shiny across that left-hand door. Wing mirror cap, no cracks in that. Up onto the roof, and you'll see we've got a little bit of bubbling again on the roof section at the very front, but nothing around the sunroof itself. As we come back down onto the front wing, Bit of rust bubbling at the bottom. I've shown you the sill there, nice and tidy. And again, we've got some rust coming through on the front arch itself, on the actual lip. The rest of the wing, nice and tidy with a slightly heavier scuff just at the top half of the left-hand side front wing. But lovely and level down the left-hand side. It's a lovely base. It's going to want some love in places, but it's a very, very good base to start off with. It is the Quattro, it is the petrol, it is the turbo. It's what you want. Onto the interior now, lovely and tidy across the door card. No heavy wear around the window switches, all nice and tidy across the door card. Nice black carpet set, lovely Audi Quattro seats with the Quattro on the insert. Bit of wear to the lower half bolster, it's a little bit shiny, but there's no rips or tears, and a few little marks on the insert swab, sort of stains more than anything. As you come up the bolster again, nice and tidy on there. It hasn't collapsed anywhere. You can't feel the metal bolster sticking through. Got to be a rare car now these days. Lovely and tidy across the dashboard with no cracking. Dials are nice and clear. You'll see the speedo shows 23,895. We know there is a discrepancy on the MOT history if you check that. I don't know if it had. I think it was out 2007. It was on 150,000. I'm not sure. I presume it's had new dials. Is more than likely the option on that one. Aftermarket head unit fitted. All the boost gauges, oil pressure gauges there, all nice and tidy. We've got an aftermarket little gauge underneath here. I don't know if it's a turbo time or what it is. But all nice and tidy down the centre console. You'll see you've still got the little diff lock button still there as well. Not too much wear at the gear stick gator. Headlining is lovely and clean and tidy on the headlining. Rear seats, again, no issues at all with those. No rips, no tears, no nasty marks on the rear seats. Again, in lovely condition. Got to be a hard seat to match and find these days, especially in that condition. Into the boot now. James is just going to lift the boot carpet out because we know there's a hole in the boot floor. The boot carpet's all there, it's all intact, so is the parcel shelf. No speaker holes in the parcel shelf.
It's under the actual trim.
So under the actual trim that we've removed, if we know there's a fault, we do declare it. Look at that, there's a hole there under the actual trim, so that's at the boot floor there.
The rest of it's all nice and solid. It's
yeah,
just in that corner.
There is a hole in that corner, so we've taken all this out to show you that. Again, the rest of the boot floor, the fuel tank there looks to be okay. Your spare wheels there with the cover, which is nice to see. Into the left-hand side. Again, door card itself, the cloth's come away at the front section of the door card, sort of unglued itself there, but apart from that, it's going to want some glue back on here on the door card on the passenger side. And again, a bit of wear to the bolster on the lower half. It's gone a bit shiny, but no rips or tears again on those lovely Quattro embroidered seats. All nice and fresh apart from that. Dashboard's lovely from the left-hand side as well. Both seats reclining forward as they should. Bit of wear to the net there. And again, no rips or tears on the seats there, lovely and fresh in the black in the back of there. You can just see the Quattro going across there. The camera might not pick it up too well. Onto the engine bay now. I will note it has got an exhaust blower, this one. It's going to want some work. Look at the guide price, they just don't come around for that anymore. Got some hard boost pipes there, some silicone hoses. I'll show you that big turbo there as well. Like I say, it's going to want a battery. James is going to fire it up into life. Firing straight into life. You can hear the exhaust blow quite clearly. It is on cold start up, so we're not going to start revving it up either. And there you have it. The Audi S2 on the L. 2.3 litre petrol turbo. It's 4-wheel drive, it's manual, it's in red, it's the 2-door coupe. Surely worth squaring that one up.